Hello everyone and welcome to a kind of special episode of Rock and Roll English, because at the moment I am off work. Oh yeah baby. So finally I have some free time. So I thought I would give you a little present. Yes, that's right, you. But before I do, I want to tell you a story, okay? As you know, or maybe you don't, I had lived in Italy for about 6 years before I met Mrs. Rock and Roll English. And obviously with Mrs. Rock and Roll English, I speak Italian. Okay, that's the context, okay? So now, one particular day, I was talking to Mrs. Rock and Roll English in Italian, obviously, and we were speaking about English food, and she said to me, "Do you miss English food?" And I wanted to say, "Not at all." I thought I knew how to say that, so I said, "Non per niente," which for me was a direct translation, not at all. Then she kind of stopped, carried on eating, and then looked at me and said, "You know that's not grammatically correct to say that, don't you?" And I was like, not really. And she told me the correct way to say it is no per niente, not what I was saying, non per niente. And then I suddenly thought, fucking hell, I've been making that mistake for 6 years. 6 years making the same mistake over and over and over. But a question for you. Why do you think I made that mistake for so long? Answer: because no one ever told me. No one ever gave me any feedback, because people were obviously too nice to say, "You know that's not correct, don't you?" Even Mrs. Rock and Roll English was too nice. She only told me after a few months. So why am I telling you this? Basically because to improve in a language, you need feedback. If you don't get it, you will be like me, making mistakes which you don't even know are wrong. Also, someone giving you feedback can tell you how to improve, what you can do. It's the same with anything, really, isn't it? When you learned to drive, I'm sure someone said to you, "Okay, you need to stop doing that, try to do it this way." Maybe. It's just a thing in life, isn't it? To get better, it helps a lot if you get some feedback. And which is why the online course that I'm creating will be heavily focused on feedback, because most other courses, online courses, that's the main thing that they don't give you, because giving someone feedback is extra work. So people don't want to do it. But in my opinion, that is absolutely essential for language learning. So as I'm a bit more free at the moment, and because obviously I want to promote my ebook, I'm honest, I am offering you some free speaking feedback. Okay, yes, that is right. So here is what you need to do if you want to get the feedback. Number 1, buy the ebook. Number 2, go to rockandrollenglish.com/reading. And number 3, record yourself answering the questions on the page. So record your voice, and then send me a recording of that. It's very easy to do. There are some instructions on the page, rockandrollenglish.com/reading, of how to do that. But it's very easy. You can do it from your phone, and it will take you no time at all. Then I will listen to it, and then I will send you some personal feedback with regards to your speaking, about maybe how you can improve, what you've done well, what you haven't done so well, and hopefully that will help you improve just a little bit. Plus on that page, rockandrollenglish.com/reading, there is also a video of me sitting on the toilet. So if nothing else, go and watch that video. The ebook costs £3.99 or €4.25 depending on what currency you use, so it's really not a lot of money. You can read it on your phone, on your tablet. You just need to download the Kindle app. And it contains 13 true stories about my life, many of which involve the Hellraiser who we heard from yesterday. So as you can imagine, the stories are quite entertaining. Anyway, remember what to do. Go to rockandrollenglish.com/reading, buy the book and send me a recording of yourself answering the questions on the page. And if you've already bought the book, that's obviously fine. Just send me the book. That's obviously fine. Just send me the recording anyway, and I will give you some personal feedback on your speaking. Anyway, thanks again for listening, everyone. I will see you all again on Monday, but in the meantime, just keep on rocking, baby.